not for him. Oh, goody, adventurers. But not for him. haven't got a menu, got stew and ale. Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door.
everyone roll a d20. In rolls one. Question to think about this week is, what is your character's biggest irrational fear? But last time we were trying to figure out how to get Guryev out of the predicament that he had landed himself into. He had gone to the guard of Silverymoon and basically told them that he was involved with a very high profile criminal, presented a wanted poster with a very high reward attached to it, and they decided that wasn't a good idea to let them and him just walk around their town. So he got snapped with an anti-magic rod and just led into a prison cell. And we didn't really have any kind of way to get the word out to the rest of the group, the rest of the few. And so just kind of stayed in jail all night. He got a few messages out to Khalas, but she was tired. And, sleepy time. But they decided to try and help in the morning. Meanwhile, Guryev got a visit from his patron. A bird, a raven, showed up at his cell and proceeded to hawk up a very exquisite looking dagger, which then died delivering this message. And after Guryev picked up the dagger, he gained the ability to cast spells once more, despite having this anti-magic rod on him. And so he attempted to get rid of the rod and spell its magic, but it took quite a few attempts. And he also attempted to contact his deity for answers, but managed to only get a few vague replies. And so he decided to just wait for the few to show up and have some sort of way to break him out. The next morning, the party went downstairs to the main area to have dinner, or breakfast. Next morning, breakfast. And discuss what to do next, either with Guryev or leaving the city itself. And once they left the inn, they found many of the guards had started walking around with copies of the poster that they had found the previous few days. Seems like word had gotten out that these criminals were in the city of Silverymoon, and they wanted to see what was up about it. So they were asking people, telling people if they saw something to say something, and they were also questioning the innkeeper at the place that the few had stayed. Delta saw this after gathering the last little thing, few items in the rooms, and decided to just get out of the city as fast as possible. And so they had Katla, Brasz, and Tremen kind of go straight for the gates to try and make it so their faces were not seen, because their faces were now everywhere in the city, while Lena, Delta, and Khalas went to try and find Guryev to see if they could get him out. And they pretended to be priests of an order outside of the jail cells, and manage to turn Guryev into gaseous form and float him out while they just inconspicuously snuck off and met up with the other three outside the gates. And that is where we left off. The party is headed east towards the Anauroch Desert. Guryev, could you roll a d20 for me? Probably not going to be a 1, but there's always a chance for a surprise. So, Katla, what is your character's biggest irrational fear?
It's fish. She just thinks they're like alive fish specifically. She just thinks they're weird and slimy, and she doesn't like that she can't like read body language on them. It's just off-putting for her. And the fact that Brasz loves to catch fish when they're out on the road is deeply unsettling for her.
Okay, Delta.
Delta's is being alone. Because of how her and Khalas grew up, and then Khalas went off by herself for a while. So she doesn't like to be alone.
All right, Brasz.
Earwigs, but the reason is because some of the when she was a kid, some of the other kids in the homeless camp she was in would prank her with bugs and stuff, and one day she was told that earwigs would crawl into her ears and just hatch eggs in her brain, and now she just can never get that idea out of her head.
I hate earwigs. They're so creepy.
Yeah, earwig sucks. I don't like them.
It's the one bug that Shalina and I agree on.
I'm chill with every other type of bug, which is funny.
Do you like house centipedes?
House centipedes. Anything centipede shaped, I guess, but centipedes aren't like, it's just apple picking and they come out of nowhere and it sucks.
But the thing is, you're so calm about every other type of bug. It's
deeply
Maggie
unsettling.
saw me throw an apple across the field and run away. I hate earwigs.
Okay. Guryev.
Just in large animals, for the most part. Whether they're in the land, the sea, or the sky. You never know what they're thinking, what they might do. You know, they act like they're all nice, but they might not be.
Slow zoom on an elephant. Just staring. Whipping that tail.
Yep. A giant prehensile penis.
nice.
Or they just like use it to choke you to death. You never know.
Okay. Alright, so we are headed eastbound.
And down.
On sort of a dry plain situation. From Silverymoon, the extravagant, well-crafted town of Silverymoon, towards the eastern town of Sundabar. You go through a few hills through here, and I would like everyone to roll a d100 for me.
Oh, no. Why? So,
Beautiful.
Just gonna
Doesn't
be
like you
rolling
today.
ones all day.
It's one of those days.
yeah,
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
There are 273s as well. Okay.
We're gonna roll a tiebreaker.
No, you don't need to.
Tiebreaker.
But now you're lower.
that's
Okay, so you are headed east towards the town of Sundabar. The road is pretty well maintained. It goes through hills, but it seems like there's a lot of trade and travel through these hills, enough to scare off any kind of possibly bandits or monsters or creatures that might look for kind of lone travelers to pick off. As you are leaving, there are a few people walking slower, walking faster, trying to get to the next area. Several people going towards Silverymoon to peddle their wares or to just travel around. And so you do see quite a few of just individuals. More variety than just elves. It seems like elves were just mostly stationed in Silverymoon. A lot of more people are just traveling to and from the town. And if you want, you can roll a history to see if you know anything about the town that you're headed towards. Oh, just progressively lower. Okay. So,
We know it's a town.
yes. Brasz, through word of mouth in Silverymoon that you've managed to gather, you have heard of the town of Sundabar, which was, it was once an outpost, in between two towns, Silverymoon and the farther town of Ascor. But it managed to kind of explode with a lot of attention from the Order of the Gauntlet, a group of paladins and clerics who follow various deities like Tyr and Helm. A lot of religious influence there. Some sort of more militaristic outpost that sort of grew in that spot. And so you can probably assume that that might be what you are headed towards to find out just kind of who they are as a people.
So we're just heading in. What were we doing in this town again? Sorry.
You are currently headed there now, but you are just heading there to pass through on your way to the desert.
All right.
Is there anything you'd like to discuss or do on your way there?
I mean, the only thing Brass would be really curious about is honestly that knife, but it's very obvious that she's not going to be able to get to it. Just looking around the town, trying to keep their head down, because they don't know if there's anybody here that knows who they are, or is looking for them because of the bounty.
You're not at the town yet.
Oh, okay. We're heading towards.
Yes, you are on the road towards there. It'll take you about a week to get to town. All right. Well, you all are the 6 of you, 7 of you. Hey, I forgot that Khalas summoned a dog as a steed. So she's probably the only one riding her dog.
Oh yeah, we're all on foot, huh?
Yeah. And as you are riding or walking, you see a lot of people coming and going. You pass other people kind of going slowly, and one of the carts that you begin to walk past, they seem to be moving rather slowly, is being pulled by a medium-sized owlbear, a snowy white owlbear, about the size of a small horse, pulling this medium-sized cart. And as you look at the owlbear, something else catches the peripheral of your vision. You notice that the driver is a dryad, a female woodland creature, often associated with trees. And as you make your way past, she smiles at you and waves a very friendly greeting.
I wave back.
Ditto. Colada. Hello.
Brass is gonna also wave back. And the owl bear thinks it's cool.
All right. So you continue on the path, and the dryad on the cart fades from sight. The day goes on. You don't notice anyone of recognition. You'll pass by a smaller cart being pulled by a mule very slowly, and before you even get to this cart, you can hear the sound of music coming from the driver. And as you move on by, you can see that with deft feet, it seems like this person is holding the reins with just their feet with their boots on, and that is because they are being their arms and hands are being used to strum a lute and sing a very cheerful song about traveling on the road. As you pass the looks to be a half-elf, kind of nods in your direction, gives just a smallest of winks, and continues to sing.
Looking at them in awe, like, I want to be able to run a cart with my feet. I can do that.
fancy.
Quiet today.
You see another as the day goes on and kind of the sun begins to approach the horizon. You see a fairly larger family on the side of the road. They seem to have parked up, getting ready for the evening, and someone is cooking a meal. It seems like this is a family of halflings that are. There's 4 or 5 adults and maybe a dozen children running around. You can start to smell the food that they're cooking, and a couple of them are plucking some stringed instruments to try and keep the mood lively.
I wave at them also and say hello.
I think I'd like to let out like a joyous little laugh, just enjoying the frivolity.
Delta, you managed to catch the attention of a few of the children, and they run up to the side of the road. One of the adults calls out and says, "Not too far there. You're keeping in eyesight." And the children say, "We will." And they kind of keep their distance from you, but they are at rapt attention at the 7 of you traveling down the road.
I make a how big does this be? Hang on.
Can I?
I hold out my hand flat and I make a little with prestidigitation, like a little blue green, what looks like a dog, and then it like runs around in the air towards them.
The children are excited for this magic trick, and they start chasing the dog around. One of them, a little girl, is still watching her siblings go past and turns to you in like awe to maybe another trick if you have one.
I make a little shower of sparks with prestidigitation, and then I cast dancing lights right at the end of it. If
So
that makes sense.
You're making lingering fireworks?
Kind of. Yeah.
The little girl is very excited to see this, and she attempts to grasp at the dancing lights that you create. After a few moments, you hear the sound coming from the camp they've made. All right, come and get your food. If you don't eat now, you're going to bed hungry. And
Yes, ma'am.
The little girl once tries to catch one more light before turning around and heading to camp. Before getting there, she turns and like gives a big wave at Delta.
I wave back and just miss the magic things.
You hear disappointment coming from the ones chasing the dog. Okay, so you continue on a little bit. You start seeing fewer and fewer people. Seems like they have traveled as far as they could for needing to set up camp. And if you'd like to, you can do so as well.
Yeah, probably start getting set up if it's getting dark.
The sun begins to set, the orange and pink sky starts to grow dark.
Yeah, we probably should set up camp. I will make a tiny hut somewhere off the road a little bit, like not in direct sight of the road. Excuse me.
Yeah, you can find there are groupings of trees that are scattered around these plains. You can manage to find a little outcropping to stay hidden.
Would you say that there is a chance of small game out here?
Yeah.
Cool. I would like to go set up a snare trap a little bit away from camp.
While Brad was doing that, I like to start collecting firewood, or if we have firewood on us already, setting that up a little bit.
Both of you make survival checks.
One sec, I'm trying to find it. There it is.
At the bottom.
Way at the bottom. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Katla, you go out and manage to find a good amount of firewood. These outcroppings of trees seem to have plenty of twigs that fall. A few larger branches as well to create a good amount of tinder for your blazing fire.
Now I will light the fire. Because I can do that.
We can set it up off in the little corner off, completely opposite from wherever you want. You notice keeping nervous or whatever.
All right. So you have a nice fire going. Delta, do you have food items that you picked up? You like to shop for food.
Probably. didn't really specify anything specific, but let me see if I... Do I still have a pot of carrots?
Sure.
I will make some stew then. And pull a couple of carrots to rinse off and put in it.
Okay, yeah. You managed to create a nice, a pretty good stew of water and vegetables. It's more of a soup without any kind of meat. But...
What kind of what kind of land are we on, or is it more like a plains, or is there trees and stuff?
It's a dry plains, but there are groupings of trees around.
Okay, I just was asking because I was thinking, well, if there's a body of water, I could try fishing, but I don't think there's going to be one.
Not immediately.
I could make there be one, but I can't make there be fish in it.
Hey, me too.
Just carry around a bass in your pocket and put it in the water whenever you want to catch it again.
Well, I mean, I do have one fish, but you can't eat it. Is the thing. Its only use is throwing.
You have what?
It's one of the things you can get with the fishing rod I have. It's a
Amazing.
useless fish.
Delta, can you make a survival check as well?
Yeah, one sec. Survival.
Yeah. So you, despite the sort of just vegetables in the soup, you managed to make a pretty good stew. Stew, not stew. I'm awake, I swear.
Same.
I'm not.
I won't blame you if you're not.
But yeah, so you have your soup and set up camp as light fades. Light from the fire is giving you a good idea of your surroundings while the night encroaches upon you. If anyone would like to, you can roll perception for your watches.
Yeah.
Guryev sees all.
Yep.
I don't have that. Perception.
How do you? How do you
How
have
do
a
what?
+0? Because you're a cleric, you have wisdom.
I have 11 wisdom.
His eyes aren't good.
But you're a cleric.
It's I have
He's
the
a
wrong. Oh,
special kind of cleric.
I have the wrong. I have Cthulhu's sheet up.
Oh, okay.
That might do it.
I mean, a 20 is a 20, but plus 0 is a bit weird for a cleric.
Yeah, it should have been a 25.
Okay.
Alright, should have been a 25. Let me redo that real quick. Let me get that perfect again one more time. Nope, didn't work.
Okay. We'll take the first crit. So throughout the evening, Katla, you take the first. While there's still a little bit of light out, you can just barely see the road where you're at, and there isn't much in the way of activity. You do see off in the distance various lights from other people's campfires. Just people getting ready for bed as well along this road. And Brasz, on your watch, you can see throughout this area. You're probably about 60 feet from the road, so you can see what's going on there. And you see a couple people keep walking in the night, trying to push through to make it to Sundabar, just to push through the night and not have to rest too much. And off in the distance, you hear the sound of a squeak as an animal gets caught in something.
I smile. Not gonna go check it out though, because Brasz is gonna stay next to Katla while she sleeps, just in case she needs to wake her up.
I was gonna say that's so nice, but it's 100% survival instinct, isn't it?
Yep.
Guryev, on your watch, you are checking around and you see a few wolves. Sorry, not wolves, but like larger dogs. A fair distance away from the road. They seem to be prowling around looking for something. Although with the campfires that were here, it seems like they are keeping their distance from larger amounts of people. So they're just looking for possibly smaller animals, less intelligent creatures. So they keep their distance. And Delta, on your final watch, as the sun begins to come over the horizon, you see a little bit more activity. People are getting an early start on their morning, attempting to continue on to either Silverymoon or Sundabar, try and beat the traffic. And you all wake up well rested. An eventful day the day before. Prep whatever spells you want and whatnot. And Brasz, do you want to go check on your trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guessing the wolves got it.
No, actually. The trap was very well hidden. You rolled really well for the survival. And so, you find a fairly large hare in there. It seems like it has struggled itself to exhaustion and just is dangling in your invisible trap.
Oh, sweet. I'll just use my dagger, give it a quick end, and then start walking back to camp with it.
Okay. Yeah. So you end this tired hare's suffering and have some meat for a stew that you could make.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold it up and say, "Hey guys, look what I got! Got us some dinner."
I think it's breakfast, dear.
Yeah, whatever. It can be dinner, it can be breakfast, it can be whatever. I got a hair.
I have several.
Why didn't we eat any last night?
I don't think you want to eat these. I pull on my hair.
So, Delta, are you making another meal?
We should save it for dinner.
I'll just put it in my bag of holding then. Things stay relatively fresh in those, right?
Yeah. It's like a little ice box. Okay, well, you have breakfast of maybe some jerky and flatbread, maybe some trail mix, just to tide you over until you can have your evening meal. And so you continue on, joining several of the traveling parties that are already headed in their respective directions, either towards Silverymoon or Sundabar. And then
Start playing I Spy on the road.
yes, it does take you roughly a week to get to the next town. Unless you wanted to like double your pace, 3 or 4 days. But we will sort of fast travel and quickly make your way towards Sundabar. As you get there, you notice that the spot that was previously an outpost kind of has several like watchtowers off, just scattered around to keep an eye on whatnot. Whatever people are coming in, and make sure that invaders aren't going to surprise them in any sense. The town is very well situated, as best it can for like attacks against it. It was a military outpost, so it is up on a pretty nice hill. It looks like the hill has been cut down on the sides to make sheer cliffs to prevent any kind of outside attacks, any advantageous movements against it. And you
Would not want to climb that.
yeah, you make your way up the trail. There are a couple people that are kind of struggling with this incline. You're doing really well as you push on up. Some of the people here are kind of envious of your athleticism, but they aren't adventurers such as yours. And you make your way towards the gate, and there are half a dozen guards on the outside. They're checking people in, kind of checking what they're out about, and they aren't stopping people too much. It's just like a general, why are we here? How long do you think you'll stay? And then after a short answer, they'll just send them right in. And so you see some of these people, and one of them, as you're approaching, gets finished with their checking in and glances over at the 7 of you, and his eyes get super wide, and you can see that this person is very excited in a happy way to see the group of you. And this guard says, oh, is it? Oh my, everyone, look, it's the few. They've made it. Oh, it's been so, we are so, and he rushes up to greet all of you. Khalas on her dog, Steed, and just kind of like go to shake whomever is in front. It's probably Khalas leading the charge, since she's the paladin now. I don't know exactly what she'd do, but she'd probably just like give him a quick handshake as he moves on to Guryev, probably is next one. Then he goes up to and he goes to shake Guryev's hand.
Oh, perfect.
Oh wow. There
Impeccable.
Speak of the devil and she shall arise.
Speak of the tiefling.
Gary will shake his hand, but then just kind of step back away from the spotlight.
Okay. Welcome, Khalas. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Well, we just had like a very quick interaction with an NPC in Khalas, so we can go back to that real quick. So you are entering the town of Sundabar. Brasz has mentioned that this is a former military outpost that has turned into a larger city. And the military, or the fighters and whatnot of this town are paladins and clerics of the Order of the Gauntlet. And they follow Helm and Tyr and all those fun deities. And right now you have approached the gates after spending a week on the road, and are greeted by one of the guards, one of the 6 guards that is checking people into town. And he seems to have noticed and recognized the group and is now running up to shake Khalas's hand. What does Khalas do as she is mounted on her dog steed?
I'm on the dog.
Yeah, it was your steed, right? That's why you summoned it.
Yeah, but is it big enough?
Well, that's why. Yeah, it's
What
a
she
large animal.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
steed.
Your fluffy steed.
I do like his name being Steed.
So Steed's name's just Steed.
Steed.
I guess I would. Has he said anything? He's just kind of running up to me.
He announced to the fellow guardsmen and whomever other people are around him to that this was the few, and that he was very excited to meet you.
Oh. Okay. Khalas would be like, oh, hello there. It's it's always surprising that people seem to know us.
Oh yeah,
Having a good day?
You're very famous around here. Very, very excited that you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And he very quickly shakes Guryev's hand as Guryev kind of just steps back again. And then he goes to Delta and holds out a hand for her.
I shake his hand.
And then, he grabs it and shakes it very enthusiastically. And then turns to Lena and offers a hand to her. Does Lena shake it?
Yes, she is thoroughly amused.
Oh, okay. And he says, "Oh yes, it's very, very great to finally meet the few. we're just so excited here to finally. Oh my. Sorry, I'm just starstruck right now. It seems like you've gathered a few more individuals. Who are your friends?
No one.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
They're just some people that are traveling with us. They're newbies, as it were. They're interns, not officially part of the few as of yet. They're still in their trial period.
oh
We're
well.
quite eager to learn from such
Probationary.
wondrous.
Any friend of the few is a friend of Sundabar, and he goes and shakes Tremen's hand and goes and offers a hand to Katla.
She takes it
Sorry, I
off.
couldn't friend. Right, just rips. Wonderful to make your acquaintance. It's good to know we're falling in with the right folk now. Not now, as in now instead of before, just now because I can't talk.
That's fine. He says, oh yeah, we've heard a lot of the travels of the few. We're very excited to have them. And goes over to Brasz to shake their hand.
She shakes it, but it's they're not trying to do a strong shake. They're trying to do a very quick like grab and let go kind of.
Okay. He senses that it's more of a quick shake than a really hearty handshake, and he complies with that. And he announces to the other 5 of the guards and says, "All right, just everyone make way for the few. It's so good. You're a bit early, I think. But I see you'll quite like this town. Greetings. Sorry,
Early?
my mind is not here.
I'm sorry, you said early? What do you mean?
Oh, well, we've kind of been tracking your, have heard, sort of, where you whereabouts since you left Waterdeep. We heard that you made it to Silverymoon, but, we didn't hear that you left, so we thought you would, be a few more days at least.
How exactly are you hearing about us and where we're traveling?
Oh, the
Delta glances at Guryev.
paladins of Helm are very enthusiastic about your cause. You're adventurous. You've done quite a bit to help the land. It's so much more than, in fact, we have. We've just been sitting here at this outpost waiting for something to happen, and you've been going out and doing it.
Why have you been sitting at this outpost? Why haven't you received orders to do more?
I mean, surely the outpost needs protection as well. It's still an important step.
Yes, not everyone can just be an adventurer, just as good as you. Ever since the sundering happened, it's been quite chaos. But
I'm gonna step up kind of behind Khalas and just kind of try to whisper talk a little bit to where only really she can hear it, but I'm gonna say that there's no point in interrogating this man. He's not the one that makes decisions.
Okay. Just
He's just trying to be friendly. A little too friendly, but friendly.
Sure. All right. Well, it's great to meet you. May we come in?
Oh yeah, sorry. No need to keep you waiting out here, Khalas. Just head right in and you'll be amazed, I hope. And you can lead on your steed inside, past the gates.
Before I leave, did he say his name?
Nope.
Okay, just before I head in, I was like, thank you, that's very wonderful to hear. Could I get your name real quick?
It's Argel. Argo Rouge.
Lovely to meet you, Argo.
Our goal is not to interrogate.
He's not trying to
Stupid.
roosh you inside.
Should we add him to the NPC list?
If you want. NPC list is for you to add anyone you would like. Everyone is able to edit it.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you, Argo.
It's a pleasure to be met by the few.
Khalas doesn't really know how to end this because she's not used to this kind of fame. So I think she's going to try and hide that she is probably blushing a little bit and be like, all right, well, let's go inside.
Okay. And so
I feel like it's one of those things where you kind of like clear your throat and then like straighten out your clothes and be like, yes, I am progressing as normal.
Yes. This is a completely normal reaction. And this is how we converse with people who are people.
acting natural.
Other fellow humans.
But you're a
Hello, fellow
tiefling.
kids.
Okay, so you head inside. The people on the road don't seem to recognize you. They're kind of like whispering to each other, who are these people? Why is the town so excited about this? But they manage to go to the side of the pathway, and you make your way into the city walls. There's a pretty long corridor to help with, like, if there is an invasion, like this will be a good choke point and whatnot. So it lasts for maybe 20 to 30 feet before it makes it to like just a very wide opening, and just a kind of a town center situation where it opens up to the sky. You see a lot of like walls behind you where you have battlements. In front of you, you see several paths branching out into the city. A lot of people are milling about in the center here, and fairly tall buildings, 2 to 3 story buildings. People populating them with chatter and activity. But the thing that you see that really catches your eye in the center, the dead center of this town center area, is a large statue, probably about 50 foot tall. It doesn't look completely finished. It's like 3/4 finished. And you know that because it is a statue of Khalas, Delta, Guryev, Gwynistari, and Lena.
Rib Bouillon.
Well, this was after you left Waterdeep. They caught word that you left Waterdeep. So just in the center, there's this huge statue of the 5 individuals that were once part of the few. And after you take a couple steps into the town center and kind of stare up, craning your necks a little bit, you start to hear kind of a slow applause start throughout the town center. You look around, and it's not the ordinary citizens that are applauding. It's a lot of people dressed in very fancy, very like heavy armor. A lot of paladins, clerics, and other priests of the Order of the Gauntlet. They seem to be clapping and cheering for the people who just entered their town.
Doesn't seem suspicious at all.
Any visible, like, inn or anything?
If you make your way further into town, you can probably find one.
Is that kind of what we're wanting to do? We're wanting to find a place to stay? I guess let me ask the group. I was like, I'm so sorry. Why are we here again?
Just on the way to where we're going.
Passing through.
Okay, we're just passing through. Do we want to try and find a place to stay, or do we need to stock up on supplies or anything?
You ever watch that episode of Firefly?
If there's a market, probably could get some more supplies for cooking.
Okay.
Otherwise, what time of day is it?
It could be late morning.
How long have we been traveling?
It took you a week to get from Silverymoon.
It'd be a good idea if we stock up on our rations, especially with such a long journey ahead.
And maybe get a meal that we don't have to cook ourselves.
Okay. Then let's go find a place to stay, and then we can hit the market and restock on supplies. I definitely am out of rations. I'm low on rations, so that would be a good idea.
Okay.
Keep your eyes out for any kind of inn or bed and breakfast, hotel.
They're gonna say weird shit, and I was gonna say I've seen it told me already.
They're very happy to see us. I am not used to this.
It's very disconcerting. I don't know. It's going to happen sooner or later, you know? Maybe.
Is it not wonderful that y'all are getting the recognition you deserve?
I don't know if you know us, but it's not like we are the ones that actually desire this recognition. At least not currently. Who knows? Maybe it's not so bad, but I don't like people keeping tabs on me. Means we are too easy to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Just because good people can keep an eye on us and hear of us, track us, doesn't mean that's a good thing.
Well, but Khalas, isn't it your order who is...
It is, and
they have some way to track you, I guess?
from what I remember from our conversation, a lot of the members were going into hiding. And we're trying to be more covert in our information of where we're dispersing to. So it's rather odd, but I'm not sensing any kind of danger or anything. I mean, they seem genuine.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, you can roll insight or perception or investigation to kind of see what's going on. See.
I did a roll on insight for the guard. I'm not sure if you want to account for the whole thing or want me to roll again.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Don't perceive
While
shit.
I was gonna say, while they're like discussing this, can like I like look around just because I'm gonna be a little bit paranoid now, and make sure that there isn't any like additional word of the bounty that's made it this far.
Sure.
So like look for those
Oh
words.
yeah, did we put on our disguises before coming in?
I figured we didn't.
God,
take
I
them off.
hope so.
I just assumed we hadn't taken them off.
A week?
Okay, clean and then like put them back on. You think we're changing clothes constantly?
I want to say that you got for fun. I think you got caught off guard and you hadn't prepared them just yet.
Quickly, as soon as they get into town. Wait, put it on, put it on.
Evil.
I had
Don't pay
assumed,
mind to those people.
I had assumed that you hadn't, and that's how the guard was able
Okay.
to shake Braz's hand.
Cool.
But the two of you don't see any sign of the wanted posters or anything that might instigate that you are
Too
wanted
caught up
criminals.
in the thrill of new friends being recognized.
So the rest of you are looking around and don't really see any signs of ill towards you. It doesn't look like these people are looking to do a once over on you or this whole thing. It seems like this is really genuine. Kind of stapled by the fact that there's a large statue in the town center of the 5 people. If you want, you could go inspect it as well. See if it actually is a real stone statue.
Yeah, he'll be there. And we'll go up really close to it, but he definitely.
Drag Guryev over there and be like, look, doesn't it look like me? And I'll like stand next to myself.
Summon your mage hand to take a selfie.
Yeah, is there like any kind of artist doing portraits?
Yeah.
They have
it's kind
masks of our face.
Uh, not that creepy. Yeah, so a little further on, there'll be kind of like a more perspective sort of thing where if you're right up close, you can't really see the person in the statue, but if you get further away, you can kind of get a good idea of someone taking paintings of just people posing or kind of just like peace signs and whatnot, you know.
Photo booth.
Yeah.
Ye old photo booth.
With the magic tinkering, it says that I can make an image appear, whether or not it is a picture or text or other elements like that. But I don't know if that means it's up to how artistic Brasz is, or if it's like a picture from memories. It doesn't explain.
Khalas, with that perception, as you're kind of walking around the town, kind of absorbing the sights and trying to find as best you can, you do manage to see a few hotels or inns and taverns around that might be able to house you in the time that you're here. You see, like, there's the Hilltop in
Which one's the shittiest looking one?
There
I want to go
aren't-
to the. I want to go to the Motel 6.
There's the Hilltop.
Come on, you can
there's
do worse than a
the
Motel 6.
the Double Pine. There's Ben's Sons Inn and Tavern.
There's the one that's unnamed.
It used to have a sign, but it was stolen.
The sign is propped up against the side of the establishment.
Yeah.
I just haven't put it back up yet.
I guess the worst one you can find is a tavern by the name of Motels 6.
Mo. It's owned by Mo.
It's owned by Mo, and he's telling 6 individuals about his hotel.
Yeah, okay, let's go
They
to
have a
Just tell
6-star
them what to
rating.
do.
let's go to the
Oh,
worst
20.
looking one.
6-star rating out of 100.
Oh no.
You asked
Okay,
for this.
let's go to the not worst one, but like maybe
The second worst?
one that could potentially need more clientele. Like one that's like it seems good. Actually, is there a Yelp here that we could go talk to?
A Yelp?
Well, yeah, I thought he
Yelp
created an
Yelper.
organization
No,
and he
he's
has like
just one
Crier
person.
we could talk to.
Yeah, no, I explained this. Yelp is they're all called Yelp, but it's like a guild, and so all of them are
The title you earned.
yeah. They run like the town information booth.
basically.
Paid by
okay.
tax dollars.
Is there an
Uh,
information booth?
There, you
around,
do
like,
come
for tourists?
across in the middle of one of the roads. It's just town crier, just randomly shouting information about the area. And the number one thing that's gathering people's attention is, "Few in town, looking for hotels. Open your doors for the few. They'll eat at your establishment. Once in a lifetime chance."
I think we just leave.
We just leave. We just leave.
It's fine.
Maybe we should
Bounce.
Never mind. This is a silly place. Okay. Excuse me, town crier. Question.
She's talked to me.
This is them!
faint.
Oh my god! Khalas
My
of the Few
ears.
is speaking to me! Everyone,
Oh,
come
God.
near! Come near!
We just what's a hotel that you feel is decent but needs more recognition?
All
Not
of the-
worthy.
All of the ones here are amazing! Pick one and that will be so much better than all of the rest, just for the nights that you are here.
They will be exalted to royalty just for having served at your feet.
Okay, cool, great.
Wait,
Thanks. There's none
they
that you
won't
really
know Katla and
recommend.
I, right?
We're just tagging along.
We just
If you really want to help someone out, you can go to the Rats Carlton Hotel,
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
owned by Carlton Rats.
Carlton Rats. That's a fine name.
Who did he rat on?
That's just his name.
brother
Carlton
snitch.
Rats.
Started off
In-
from rags to riches. Started off as a rat catcher, now owns a hotel. Don't ask about the meat they serve. It's delicious.
I suppose it's better than that failing wizard's tower trumps.
Oh, we don't allow Trump here. Not anymore after the whole thing.
After what he did.
Not since he defaulted on the first loan.
Oh no. It's just a crumbling wizard's tower. You just see like all that says is rump. Somebody took the tea.
Yes, just it's that one over there, and he points, and you can see a tower just half. Like, it's sliced down diagonally as if like something destroyed half of it. See a lot of scorch marks around it. Looks like somebody
I
blew
would
it
just
up.
say it's like 95% occupied by squatters.
If you really
Just
want to
allowed
go
by the
there, I won't
city.
stop you.
No,
No one can
we'll
stop
go to
the few.
We'll go to Carlton. We'll go to the Carlton Rats Inn. That sounds lovely. Thank you for your
Mr.
help.
Rats. Enjoy your stay.
I'll tip him.
Not enough.
What's a good tip? Is like 10 silver a good tip?
I have too much money. What's a good tip?
Anything from us is good enough, Khalas.
Okay, I'll give him 10 silver.
Kind of a stick.
Just be like, Thanks.
I have been blessed by the few. 10 silver.
Oh, God.
They're handing out money now.
I can
Their
retire
mass
forever.
wealth has come to Sundabar. And by the way, they're staying at the Mr. Carlton's hotel. If you want to stay there one night, you can stay there while the few are there.
Use my reference code.
Remember to like and subscribe to the town
They don't
crier.
try to steal their stuff.
Watch out! They have RFID chips in their pillowcases now, so you can't take them anymore.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the Carts and Rats Inn.
Hey,
Khalas is like visibly red, much redder than she normally is.
does this town seem kind of well off, or is it like seems like a mid kind of town?
It seems pretty well off. It's not extravagant. It's not as big or as well going as Silverymoon, but it's well funded. Everything seems to be in good shape. As you travel
cool.
through the streets, you don't see any kind of like squalid lifestyle.
Wow.
Rundown homes. Everything seems to be well taken care of.
All right.
Well, ever since Rump got ran out of town, the wealth has been distributed evenly.
Apparently, there was a Sesame Street bit in like 2001 or 2 or something like that, where they had like Donald Grump was on the show, who had a lot of trash, and like all of the little trash Muppets really liked him because he had so much trash.
Yes, that was
He's
an
got
actual
the
thing.
nastiest trash of all.
Yeah,
Wow.
and he had an orange.
Sludgiest
He had he had an orange wig and everything
Oh my gosh.
on
Amazing.
on Sesame Street.
Easiest.
I mean, to be fair,
Imagine
he's
being
actively
dissed on a
defunding
kids show
PBS.
like that, and you're still elected president. Like, that's crazy.
Right? Also, I saw earlier Robin Williams was talking about him back
Still?
then too, and he was like,
From beyond the
Still.
grave.
yeah, I'm a medium.
They had a
Y'all didn't
seance
know.
last week.
And he was just talking about how he didn't trust him or anything, and how he's like a really sketchy guy. And it's still like, wait, how did this guy get voted in?
Listen, you can do a
What
lot when
happened?
you have max charisma.
Oh,
I don't know about
yeah,
Max
sure,
charisma.
that's what it is.
Shh, you sure? Because,
think
like,
you
people.
got a nat 20 on deception.
It still needs charisma.
Not necessarily.
Didn't
Well,
say it was the good charisma.
The guard was later telling his friends that Guryev really told it like it was.
So
He's
the
so
reason
down
why I
to
asked
earth.
about the town was we're passing these alleys to get to our destination. Does there seem to be like any wood pieces hanging out of like trash cans or anything like furniture?
Roll investigation.
Damn it.
I mean, you find some small pieces of wood. It doesn't seem like people are actively throwing out their furniture, but there is some waste. When you make wooden things, there's debris.
We could go to a
nothing,
wood
nothing
shop.
big enough to carve.
And depending on what you want to carve, you could whittle.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'll take some pieces to whittle. So I'm just trying to learn how to carve.
All right, so you make your way towards the Rats Carlton's Inn.
Yep.
And now that you have garnered a little bit of attention, people have started to recognize you from the statue, and occasionally you will see the picture that Vaymarsh had. They had what's it called? They had sketched of you that had been sent around and shown. This one.
We went to Thamarsh?
Yeah, you were in Vaymarsh for the festival that they had.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's
they
right.
really liked your. As when Kata was still there. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
The real OG.
But yeah, you make your way into the inn. It's pretty nice. Khalas, you had viewed the other hotels going in. You had noticed that a lot of them are really, really well done. They seem to be kept really well. The upkeep is really nice. They don't really settle for lesser. It seems like they are trying to be as good as they can. Gotta spend that military money somehow. So you enter and find a fairly large lobby. You're so used to seeing just like a desk and then stairs behind the desk that go up to the rooms, and then on either side there's entrance to a tavern that people can go to. But this is so much bigger. There's more of an open area. The desk is larger and circular. There are stairs going up, but it's like a double spiral heading up, and beyond this area you can see various bars and taverns and whatnot situated around. You hear music in one of the rooms. Who would like to take point?
Who wants to negotiate room cost?
Definitely not me.
I don't know.
Who has the highest charisma?
I got an 18.
I
I
mean,
don't know if anyone has a higher charisma.
No.
I don't know. If anything, I was gonna say that it's almost like maybe we see if we can get a decoy room. I don't know.
A decoy room. All right. Khalas kind of, before we even enter this place, Khalas kind of like, circle up, circle up. How many rooms do we want to get? Do we want to have 2 per room, 2 people per room? Do we want to try and all just share one room? How do we want to do this?
How many of us are there now?
I keep forgetting your friend Lena. So 2, 4, 3, 6. No, 7.
Tremen.
7.
Oh yeah. Are the rooms large enough for us?
Oh, I still have my Mastiff. Still my dog. I guess I'll dismiss my dog.
No,
Aww.
Steed.
I got. No,
Can we all say
Steve.
goodbye to Steed before you?
Sure.
Been a
I
week
think
on
I'm
the
going
road
to
with us.
dismiss Steve, just in case they might not allow pets or something.
We could ask. They might have a stable where he could stay.
I suppose.
Brasz is just sadly petting the dog.
I have.
As you are discussing, negotiating price and finding appropriate rooms, you all hear echoing throughout this larger lobby, an individual coming down the double staircase. This individual is a little bit of a heftier human, and dressed in very posh clothing. A very nice noble's tunic. You see a gold chain leading from a breast pocket down to a side trouser pocket. A tie that is perfectly centered and at flush with the rest of his outfit that goes underneath the tunic itself. A slightly popped collar, like a little bit up to show off the grandness of his form, and cufflinks that kind of sparkle, and a little bit blind in the chandelier that's hanging above. And you hear this individual come down from the stairway because it seems to be the big man himself. Where are they? I must meet them. And behind him, you see a duo of kind of steward-dressed individuals attempting to finish off whatever fine details about his outfit they can find. Just privy and proper, make it a little bit better, and just kind of slapping them out of the way. It's like, I'm fine. It looks fine. I need to meet them. And you see this individual come down, and the person at the lobby desk says, "Mr. Rats, I believe that's them." And the very fancy older gentleman kind of looks over at the group of you and says, "It is them!" and begins to hurriedly walk towards the party.
Khalas does not want to take this interaction, and so she's just gonna cover her face and turn around and try and get behind the group.
Okay, so and is Brasz on Katla's back? We established
Yes,
that?
very much.
All right, so this individual starts waving at the group and goes starts quickly walking towards it and says, "Khalas, Guryev, Delta is Lena, yes, and I don't see a Gwenastari. I'm very. Oh, it's such a pleasure to meet you. Oh," and he offers a hand out to Delta.
It's a kiss.
Delta will hold her hand out. But I don't know how to describe it.
Yes, the wizard with the water speciality. Oh, it's such a pleasure to meet you finally. And he takes your hand and cups it and kind of moves it towards his face to kiss the back of your hand.
After he kisses it, she will pull her hand back.
Oh yes. It's such an honor to have the few stay at my inn. Oh my. If you were thinking, just for a moment, if you would have to pay, that is just hilarious. You can have the suite. One room for all of this one. A few more than I was initially expecting, but we can quickly make it up. And he kind of like clicks his fingers, and the two stewards that were dressing up kind of come up and stand at attention behind him. He says, "Fix up 7 rooms for the few. Make sure they are in best condition and in the suite at the penthouse. I want it the best night that they have stayed in their long, long journey." Oh, and with one more snap, the two stewards go back to the lobby desk and start telling individuals to go up and clean the rooms that you need. And it says, and not only is your room free, you can eat whatever you would like. It is an open bar and open feast for whatever you need. And if you don't want prying eyes to watch you while you eat, you may eat in your rooms. He's addressing
That's
Delta.
quite kind of you.
So titillating.
Oh, it's an honor. It's a true honor to have you here. It's the least I could do to make your stay just absolutely wonderful. Does Delta or Guryev have a response?
Yeah. Let's say, greatly thank you for your hospitality. I don't know, like, let's see. Do we, like, I guess we can always ask him later. And I guess everyone already knows that we're staying here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, like, no point in trying to, so...
It's lunchtime, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Is there
Yeah.
a dining area in the establishment?
Yes, there are several rooms that branch off from the main lobby. You can clearly see from where you are that they are different kinds of tavern spots.
Okay.
So, I guess I'll say, we greatly appreciate your hospitality. I can only assume that you appreciate all of the attention that we might be bringing, but we hope it does not cause any undue harm as well.
Harm? What sort of harm? Are you expecting some wild chase or some adventure to happen here?
Are you looking forward to something like that?
It'd be fantastic to see you in action.
I see. Well, I was just saying that I was just, that we didn't cause any disruption to your business, is what I was trying to get at.
Not at all.
Yes,
Okay.
with our adoring fans knocking.
Yes. With our we're splendid fans.
This entire town's an escape room.
Crucially, a social anxieties escaper.
Khalas is going to like take a deep breath. She's trying to calm down. And gonna be like, I'm sorry. Are pets allowed? Do I need to dismiss my steed?
Oh,
Or perhaps you have a stable.
it looks to be. If it's of yours, it is welcome here.
Like
If you-
inside or
If you had brought a horse into my hotel, I would graciously accept it as one of yours to be welcomed into the suite itself.
Yeah, I think he would essentially say he would be honored to catch its shit and carry it outside for you.
it doesn't do that. So there's no need for that. I just want to make sure we're following your rules of your establishment. I need a drink. You said the bar was this way?
Yes.
Come on, Steed. I'm just gonna walk past. I'll leave that interaction to Delta and Guryev, and I'm gonna go to the bar. Me
Maybe
and my
its name-
steed, we're going to the bar.
Maybe its name is
Okay.
Rick Steeds.
No, I think I'm gonna
That was
try
kind
to
of
go
like-
Twitter.
Thank you again so much for the. I cannot talk. What the hell?
Oh
thank
my
you
god.
kindly for your,
Like totally.
okay, you just made it worse. Thanks. In the
That isn't
accent
the
that I'm
point.
incapable of finding at the moment. Thank you so much for including us. And
Thank you, kind
scurries
gentlemen.
after.
I do appreciate you.
Scurries after. Cool.
Okay, so if you'd like, you can follow Khalas into one of the bars or the taverns.
I follow Khalas.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sounds good. Just abandoning Guryev to the
Peace,
I
good
will
luck with the Fruit
follow.
Loop.
No, I will say to
I
the
thought we were
man
done.
that I will say to the man that I think my compatriots and I need a little bit of some quiet time to decompress from our long, arduous journey that we have partaken.
We can do the best we can. If you want, I can have security escort everyone out who isn't part of your group.
No, that is unnecessary, but I do appreciate the sentiment. I think we will let you know if we need anything. But otherwise, I think we will try to stay as low-key as possible, not to bother you too much.
Bother me as much as you want.
Okay, I will ring at you every morning at 3 a.m. I'm just kidding. I will not do that.
Okay, so Khalas, you are looking for whiskey?
Yeah, just some kind of hard liquor.
Do you take a peek?
Whiskey, vodka, tequila, whatever they have for hard liquor.
Okay. So
A sandwich of whatever and a salad of whatever.
just want food. Nothing fancy.
Well, because I'm not trying to get drunk. I'm just trying to calm my nerves. And so I was like, maybe I need food, maybe some alcohol. Maybe let's see what all that works.
Okay, so you get a shot of the whiskey. You get a sort of a hand pie.
Ooh.
It looks like a meat pie. It's sliced open so you can see the inside, and it's served on a bed of fried greens, and it has some berries on one side and a little bit of egg that has been done sunny side up. 2 small eggs, the size of quarters.
Wow. This sounds really tasty. How's it taste?
You bite into it and it tastes really good. It's very buttery and the fried greens just are crispy to perfection.
For a brief moment, she's able to finally relax, and she just enjoys the food. And if she has alcohol, she'll take the alcohol. She'll take the shot.
Okay, you take the shot. I'll have you make a con saving throw.
There you go.
Yeah, so you take the shot, and it is very surprisingly spicy. And it just like hits the back of your throat really hard. You ask the barkeep what the whiskey was, and he tells you it's it's called a fairy fireball.
Ooh. After I drink it, I make a sound.
When you do so, a little bit of steam comes from your mouth.
Fairy fireball. And I'll be like, I like this. Could I get another, please?
Another hand pie or another drink?
Another of the fairy fireball, please.
All right. And yeah, immediately, like there are other people that look to be waiting for a drink, but serving you first.
Oh dear. It's fine. I can wait. It's okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, bowing my head. I'm so sorry to the
We're
people that are
not
waiting.
worthy.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Once he hands you the second shot, he'll kind of wait to see if you have anything else to add. And
I'll tip.
when
Is there a tip jar?
no, you can just leave a
Okay.
some coin on the bar itself.
Yeah, I'll leave a tip of 2 silver. On the counter. And I'll just be like, thank you.
Thanks for the
I'll
free
go sit
food
down.
and shots. Here's 2 silver.
Well, I want to pay for the food. How much is the food?
You
3
don't know.
platinum.
Okay, I'll wait until there's no line. And then I'll go up and I'll pay for my food.
Okay. So, who else would want food and drink here?
Me.
Me.
Mead.
Everybody.
Mead.
Mead.
Why
Uh,
not?
Unless you ask for something else, you get the same hand pie on the bed of greens.
Honestly, sounded great.
Yes, we love rat pies.
Because it's the first time Brasz has eaten rat.
I wish more restaurants in real life sold hand pies.
Wait, yeah, it wouldn't be the first time she's ate rat. Could I do a perception check on that?
Just like recognize the flavor.
Do you want to do a nature or an animal handling to see if you recognize the meat?
Yeah, let's do nature.
Uh,
My rolls are
it's-
bad.
I mean, it's a bit higher quality than rat. Guryev, you note it's not rat. It's probably like a goat or a sheep meat.
It's muskrat. Okay.
You just tell us it's rat anyway.
It's possum.
You guys ever had raccoon?
Oh my
It's-
god.
It's higher quality rat. It's an ROUS. Yeah, so you all get your hand pies. If you'd like, you can have mead. I heard mead as a joke, but you can have that if you want. Or you can have more of the fairy fireballs.
I would like fairy fireball, please.
Okay. Whoever wants the fireball, roll con save. For each
Oh, yeah.
shot.
I think Brass would just drink the one and be like, nope, nope. Doesn't like spicy.
I'm I'm so good at drinking now that I changed my class.
Through the guiding hand of Tyr, I can drink all night. Fireball all night. You all make a pretty good. Katla gets tipsy, but Guryev gets beyond tipsy pretty fast.
My
Cannot
new friend, is this
at
why you
all.
won't participating back in Silverymoon? That was at Guryev.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I just said I made a joke. Is this why you weren't participating back in Silverymoon at the drinking competition?
I mean, to be fair, that was like 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, this is a little bit later.
She just laughs at you and pats you back.
Okay.
Gosh, do you think
Right.
there's a way that we could stock up on like hand pies for our travels? This is so much better than rations.
I suppose we could always ask.
Unlimited supply of hand pies. Just stuff it in your bag of holding.
I'd like to make a bulk order, please.
Just get
I
little
need
bento
50 hand
boxes.
pies.
Yield Tupperware.
Nah, just throw them in there straight. Let them
They
slosh
sell
over
us
everything.
all of them.
We don't mean to.
Tell everybody else that there's no more for today.
We don't mean to put your business out of like any kind of sway, but we'll take all the food that you have.
No, to buy.
You're not buying any of this.
Just
It's
leave
all free.
exorbitant tips.
I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
won't let
hide
you.
like platinum somewhere.
Hide it.
What we'll do is we'll leave like money before we check out. Like when we're packing up and we're leaving our rooms, we'll like put money in that room.
Tip your housekeepers.
Find
Is
one of
there-
those cards with like the towels on it and slip the money in between those.
With a note.
Getting potted plants in the
Stuff.
lobby.
Stuff one in the Bible in the room.
You have to cut a hole into it.
The ancient
Nah, it just
tome
bulges
of
out.
Tyr. All right. Is there anything else for the day that you'd like to do?
Besides getting stuff at the market.
Yeah, I'd like to stock up on rations if possible.
Brasz is quizzing Guryev while he's very obviously tipsy on Goblin.
Taking quite great joy, I'm sure.
How much are rations? Like I don't know if there's quality of rations, but how much are
Rationally
rations?
priced.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you go to the market and try and get some rations, it seems like they recognize you and they give it to you without any charge.
No. I reject this. Please. I need to pay for things.
No,
It's-
no,
it
it's,
goes
it's fine,
against
it's
my-
fine.
I feel
I'll
like
it's not fine.
gently take Khalas by the elbow and go, Khalas, darling, I don't think they recognize Brasz and I. Would you like to send us off with the money if it will make you feel better?
Sure, yes. This is insane. These people can't be giving away free stuff. That's absurd. I'll give you, I don't know how much it's gonna cost, so I'll give you 10 plat. Oh no, sorry. I'll give you 10 gold and 2 platinum. Just to go and I'll give you a list. Right. Okay. I need 20 rations. Let's see. We do have water. I'm not too worried about water. And then let's do just I think Delta has spices, so I won't worry about that. So yeah, just 20 rations.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll be right back with the change. And your rations. And then, yeah, I think I'll just,
Brass and I will head up.
maybe, like, go to a different one so that it was someone who didn't see me with Khalas directly. And then make that purchase.
It does take you a while, but you do manage to find someone who hasn't recognized you with the group. It seems that word of the arrival of the few have quickly spread.
Cool.
You kind of have to go to the far corners of the city to find actual people who don't recognize Katla or Brasz. And rations for 1 day is 5 silver.
I can do math, I promise. Just give me a second.
How many
She
rations were
requested
you-
20.
20?
Yeah.
It's
And then-
100 silver, so 1 gold.
Okay. And then, I'll get, like, some for Brasz and I, too, from my own money. Maybe, like, just 10 or so. I think. Yeah.
So, another 100 gold.
Surely my numbers help.
No.
Bitch.
10 each?
I think that probably makes the most sense to
10
me.
each would be 1 gold. Another gold.
Well, no, I was trying to decide if that was enough rations or too many rations. That's where I was getting stuck.
Okay. 10
But,
days worth.
Yeah, let's just do that. So, 2 gold from my own, and 1 gold from Khalas's,
Wait, why 2 gold?
because I'm buying us rations. Oh no, 1 gold.
Yeah, it'd be 1 gold from your own and 1 gold from them.
I was trying to avoid this situation by
genuinely
giving everything for
have.
free, but you know, you just had to insert finances into this group.
The first gift I ever got from the girl I now call my sister was a coffee mug that said, or no, it was from my mom. I got that same year, and it was, "I'm an English major, you do the math." It was.
I see you
little
don't
too
adhere
poignant.
to that principle.
The only math I'm good at is knitting math.
I'm not good at any math, so. So you're down 1 gold and she's down 1 gold. Was there anything else
Yeah.
we needed?
Can I see if there's any thread or anything for like my embroidery kit?
Any what?
Like thread or anything?
Oh,
for
I
my
thought you said
embroidery kit?
bread.
No.
For your embroidery kit. That's all right. I like it.
Yeah, it's just in case she gets hungry.
It's a great pin cushion, actually.
Yeah, so you do manage to find that. If you want, you can compile a shopping list and just send it so we can deal with money later.
Can I ask about something specific?
What's up?
Like if I wanted to find a book or something about about this area. Ugh. and like the plants and animals and stuff.
So you're looking for a nature book? Zoology?
Partially, but also just like geographical, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Sure. If you want, you can go to a library and they will give you a book to take.
I really need to move my book list to a different part of the character sheet.
By the great wisdom of Torm, you may have whatever book you want.
Praise be.
And also with you.
I guess I'll also get like a blank notebook and write them out. Whatever it was I made for the library in Waterdeep. I think it had to do with the Turtle Island.
Oh yeah.
And I will give them that and be like, it's very kind of you to give me the book, but I cannot leave your library poorer for it, so please take this. And I will give it to them.
Our library is blessed now that the few have joined and taken upon its knowledge upon themselves. You are very gracious to offer this gift to us. Alright, what else, if anything, would you like to do for the day? Great. So you you do your minor shopping.
Yeah, I don't think of anything.
If you think of something later that you wanted to grab before you head out, just send it, and I will send you. Actually, never mind. I was gonna add up a total for price that Amanda sent in Discord, but you don't have to buy anything. So you just get that stuff.
How convenient for you.
So yeah,
Ulterior motives?
Yes.
you can head back to the rats and go to your suite rooms that have been freshly cleaned and sorted to
Our sweet rooms.
your sweet rooms.
Oh, yeah.
Man, those sweet rooms are sweet killer, dude.
They're actually just full of different kinds of sweets. And it's like the decor is like lollipops and Candyland.
Each one's a different type of sweet.
On the pillow, instead of one of those Andes mints, you find a Wonka chocolate bar.
Yeah. Whoa, this is my kind of room.
But yeah, so this room, you actually get two since there were like twice as many as he was expecting. So you get a suite on either side. It opens to like a living room sort of area with many chairs. There's a bookshelf filled with books if you wanted that kind of entertainment. There's a mini bar that's already filled with drinks and food if you want to take from that. There's in one room there's a billiards table, and the other room There's a table with a deck of cards and a dragon chess set that's already set up for you. In each living room branches off into 4 different rooms. Each room has a king-size bed ready made for you. There's a 5th room that branches off from the main living room that is a bathroom. It's very nice. It's got hot water ready for you. It looks like there are some magically infused stones that keep the water as hot as you need them. There are 2 little dials that you can set the stone's temperature at. But yeah, you have super nice rooms that you can settle in. And I would like, as you're settling into your rooms, everyone to make a con saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
A
Oh, Christ.
I'm gonna redo that. Okay, thanks.
If anyone's within 10 feet of me, they also get a +4.
Yeah, how close are you?
We're in our
Who's-
rooms.
Who's
guess
in
I'm
which
not.
room?
I mean, I would probably be with Khalas.
Brasz and Katla are definitely near each other, and I imagine Tremen probably followed us.
Yeah,
We have
so
2 rooms.
you have 2 suites. Each suite has 4 rooms. So you can have Tremen, Brasz, and Katla stay in one suite, and then Khalas, Guryev, Delta, and Lena stay in the other suite. Along with
So we don't
Steed.
even. Okay.
And you used your inspiration for that reroll?
Yes.
I will. I'll just let it happen.
Okay. So as you get all your stuff and leave your bags, take off your armor, just like put your weapons down, settle in for the evening. Khalas, Delta, and Guryev feel a wave of just lethargy wash over you. You're just so tired from the day, and it seems like the food was super rich and just too good to stop eating, but it really put a toll on you, and you are very tired from the day. Brasz and Katla, you managed to still have a little bit of energy. Don't feel that wave of lethargy wash over you. And yeah, so you get in for the evening, and you are able to go to your respective rooms. Is there anything else you'd like to do? So,
I'm going to wash my clothes. I would probably want to start like polishing my armor, taking care of it, but I'm like, I feel that lethargic, and I'm just like, come on, Steed, and climb into bed. Good Steed. My clothes are in a tub somewhere. Yeah, I'm assuming there's a bathtub somewhere.
Yes.
And they're just soaking in water.
I'm gonna pick Brasz up and just dump her in the bathtub a couple times.
Give her a good wash. You gotta wash her.
Like, no, no.
You gotta wash her like a cat.
You smell. And you know how I feel about the smell.
this is dirt from
Tremen's
Just
home.
hearing Brasz from down the hall, just like, ah!
Tremen's under the bed, just fearing that you're gonna do it to him next.
She would just need a teacup for him.
Can trust the fact that he's probably not wearing that much means the smell probably dissipates a little bit better.
Well, that means Faye.
So after that torture, Brasz is going to take one of her traps. Like, there is it just Katla, Tremen, and I in the room? Or
Because there's only 7 people, and each suite has 4. You remember my dorm was set up?
yeah. Yeah, she's just gonna she's gonna close the door, lock it, and then put one of her traps down in front of it.
Okay. All right, so you all settle in for the evening, whether you are very tired or not. Yeah.
Lena gets a 15.
Okay. She still feels that wave of lethargy over her. So yeah, you settle in, and whether you are tired from the day or not, you just fall asleep very quickly. The bed is stuffed with down feathers. It's very soft. It's very easy to fall asleep here, and everything just feels too good. And you all get a restful night's sleep. Brasz, your trap does not go off. You don't hear it throughout the night, and when you check it the next morning, it's still set, I think. I don't know how long it lasts.
It was just one of the bear traps.
Oh, I see. Just putting a
Yeah.
metal trap. Okay, not the spell.
Not a spell, just one of the traps.
Okay, you see that it is, the jaws are still open. And the people who've felt that lethargy wash over you, you feel restful. That wave of tiredness is gone. It feels as if this place is very comfortable.
Hurrah!
Oh, we're alive. We think.
Are you though? Are you truly awake?
Are we truly? Oh, it's all a dream. Oh, do we have Althea's irrational fear?
Yeah, does Khalas have an irrational fear?
An irrational fear. I think spiders are probably considered a pretty, scary thing. Irrational fear. Oh, yeah. An irrational. Khalas has an irrational fear of being a burden, or causing, burdensome things on
Perfect
people.
for this.
So this entire this
Session.
entire situation has been just like, I don't want to be here. Why are they? Please don't give me things for free. Please don't. Just treat me like a normal person, please. Yeah, that's her irrational fear.
All right. So you wake up and everything is just as you left it the night before. It's another beautiful day. The sun shines through one set of windows on Brasz, Katla's, and Tremen's side. It peers through the windows that are on this floor. This is a 5-story inn. So you are on the fifth.
Braz, make
fifth
sure
floor.
to get the trap before anybody else walks towards the door.
Housekeeping! Ah!
It would be on the inside of the door.
Breakfast is served. You guys ever had housekeeper before?
By the
Like,
gauntlet
in a-
of Helm, I've been blessed by this bear trap.
God.
They've chosen me for their
Use
sustenance.
bear trap.
I've been chosen.
I am chosen. I have been picked.
Farewell, my friends.
The claw.
All right. So if you'd like, you can head. Like you can gather your things if you want. It sounded like you were wanting to head it out. This next day. So you can gather your things and head down for breakfast.
For breakfast.
Yeah.
You find some omelets, and they seem to be made out of some different fowl other than chicken. It's not yellow, it's kind of an orange color to it, and inside you can see if you pick it open, you can see it has a meat and kind of a stringy green leaf inside. And if you were to taste the meat, you can tell that it's rabbit. It's very similar to the stew that you made earlier that week. I guess Khalas has wet gear.
Yeah. I'm hoping Delta can, remove water from them.
You're just walking down the stairs dripping.
I don't know. I have different clothes, so I probably would just put them in my bag of holding if Delta can't get to them, and I'll have my testament clothes on, and then my armor on top.
She's got her temple whites on.
Yeah.
Wearing the collar.
I've got my vestments on.
By the
The skull
bindings
and
of
everything.
Ilmater, we have been blessed by her water droppings, leaving them all over our hotel.
Yeah, no.
What a golden opportunity.
This water
of that.
damage was made by the few.
No, thank you.
Comes to an attraction.
What time is it in the morning?
How early would you want to get up?
6 a.m.
Yeah, right when dawn hits, then that's when you wake up.
Great. I want to try and pay. For our lodge and food and stuff.
The person behind the lobby desk refuses.
Please, dear gods, please take my money. I cannot have this burden on me.
Take your money and bless Timora's followers with it. It is yours to spread throughout the kingdom.
Okay, but do you take tip at least? Can I at least tip you
Not
and the
from the
staff for all of
few.
your hard work?
The few pays nothing, ever. Not in the city of, it's the city Sundabar. Not in the city of Sundabar. The few do not pay, ever.
Please, I can't. I need.
Braz, hearing this,
Your
walks
money
up.
is no good here, unless you bless it upon us. Do you
Okay,
bless? Do you offer
Yes,
your
I will-
blessing to us?
I will offer your blessing
All
in the
praise
form
Khalas.
damn it.
She has given us her blessing.
We're not worthy.
Khalas tries to really hold back her tears.
Brasz
Out of
is
the
going
holes.
to walk up to Khalas and just kind of pull on her a little bit, get her attention, and just hold her hand out. Say, "Here, give me
Okay.
the money."
I give Brasz, I'll give Brasz 5 platinum.
Brasz is going to sneak around and try to find a drawer to throw these in.
Roll stealth.
Just put them in their pockets. Reverse pickpocket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, reverse pickpocket. Let's do that.
But then you're giving it to the person specifically
Oh, yeah.
rather than the.
Yeah, they see us though. That's the thing. That's what.
I'll try and distract him with like leading him in like a prayer. I'll just say a prayer for this establishment.
Oh, suddenly his pockets.
Okay.
Try and
As-
distract him, and I'll be like,
As you say your prayer, the person repeats back the words.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
actually, I think they have Jesus.
Leave that.
Hide your kids. Hide your wives.
As they're doing that, Brasz just quietly walks up behind them, still half asleep and kind of tired, grouchy about this, and just shoves it into their pocket a little bit, and then
Now did
quickly
she-
pulls their hand out.
But does she look to see what else is in there?
No, she's not. She's not fully awake. She is just trying to get the noise to stop.
Fucking hate y'all.
Please just make it
This
stop.
argument about take my money. Good money's no good here.
Shut up! Shut up!
I want to eat my breakfast in peace.
Stupid hobbitses.
Khalas will end the prayer if I see like Brasz is finished.
Yeah, she gives you like a thumbs up and then heads back to the table.
I'll finish up my prayer and be like, okay, please, like, if we come back to this town, please take our money then, right? Thank you. I hope this blessing is enough of payment for
The,
now.
the person repeats that. Also, they think the prayer is still going. And if you
Amen.
return to this town, we should take your money.
Little sheepish.
I'll do like a.
Are you slapping them?
No, I'm like clapping my. End of prayer.
By the gauntlets of Helm, I have
Not
been
real
slapped by
jiggy.
Khalas.
No, I'm
I
slapping.
will never wash this face again.
I'm slapping my hands together, like in a like, amen.
You come back and she has facial reconstruction surgery in the shape of your hand.
Oh,
Because that's how it
God.
was meant to be.
Yeah, I'm just clapping my hands together, and just been like, amen. And then I'll go sit with the rest of the party, and I'll just be like, thank you, Brasz. Thank you for your help.
Mm-hmm. No problem. These guys are goofy.
I'll wipe my tears.
You should eat. Your stuff's good.
Okay. I'll have a little
Plus-
bit. A little bit.
A rabbit
Plus is having
omelet.
an existential crisis.
I need to do more bad things so we don't get praised.
Let's go burn down an
Oh,
orphanage.
is this how you become the villain?
I just lose my mind.
Gonna
Like,
be the
don't-
second worst thing to happen to those orphans.
Don't revere me. I'm not a saintess.
There won't be anyone to celebrate me if there's won't be anybody alive.
You must liberate them from their misconceptions.
Yeah. I'm ready to go. Leave this town if you guys are.
Or maybe this is like actually a criminal city And they're just doing this whole thing so that we'll get weirded out and leave faster, so they can continue doing.
My
whatever
God,
they're
it's
doing.
genius.
Just say, an urgent quest has come up. We must leave town.
You're
My mother
leaving
is calling
so
for
soon?
me.
But you just got here.
Yes, well, duty calls.
Okay, so you head out into the street, and it seems like everyone has heard of you staying at the Rats, and so,
It's our groupies, guys.
yeah, it's like a crowd of people. Even like early in the morning, you see people like have slept outside the inn itself, waiting for you to emerge. And as you leave, the people get off of their pads that they've been sleeping on, and start to like raise their hands up in worship of the few.
Begging for your touch to cure them of their ailments.
As you approach to move through the city, they do move out of your way. They don't want to be a burden upon you, the gracious and glorious few. And so they allow you to make whatever path you want throughout the city. But as soon as the last person goes through the crowd, it closes up again, just to create this
Little
force
claustrophobic.
field of people. And you make your way towards the opposite end of the city, where the path to the next town is. And you notice that the road leads towards that end, the eastern side. And there is a grand wall very similar to when you entered into here. And where a passageway once was, it looks like it has been blocked by quite a bit of rubble. And someone notices that you are trying to head towards that end of the town. And a guard approaches whomever, you, the group in general, and says, "Why are you heading off in that direction? That way doesn't lead anywhere. If you want to leave, you have to go out the front."
I told you it was escape room. The whole city. Whole
And
city is
Fuck this shit.
why is it that what happened to this end of the town?
It has been too dangerous to leave that way. Ascor has fallen. It's been blocked off for decades.
What has fallen?
Just like ASSCORE?
Ascor, it's the city beyond. It's at the edge of the Anauroch Desert.
Do like a
Does this rubble look like it's been there that long?
You can roll investigation if you want.
do like a history check or something about Ascor or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was close, so there's just one less S.
Brasz, upon looking at this rubble, it does look like it has been quite a while since they put it here. And it does look like it's been deliberate. Like, it wasn't just a bunch of rubble fell. It looks like they actively put like these large boulders here to keep whatever it was out of the city.
Wall placement.
Well, it seems like you guys. It seems like you have a problem that you need fixed, yes?
No, it's no problem. You've already fixed it, as you can tell. Nothing can get in.
No, it does not mean you fixed the problem. It means you shut it out.
Yes, that means the problem is no longer a problem.
I think we can agree to disagree. What happened at Ascor?
I'm not a historian. I just work here, but it's been roughly a century since Ascor felt to the magic of the Anauroch Desert. Was just overwhelmed. I heard there was an invading force of Yuan-Ti. That didn't stand a chance. There is the Citadel Adbar to the north. We do have an outpost up there, but the road we don't use anymore. It's too dangerous for just anyone. It's not worth the trouble.
He'll look back at Guryev will look back at Khalas and Delta, and I know that we have a mission at hand, but I cannot help but be intrigued. Do we have Can you go back to the map?
What are you trying to find on the map?
Yo mama?
Wow.
Damn. So, such a burn.
So we're all the way up to the very
She's in
top,
space.
right? And we have to go to the other side. We're going to the high ice, yeah?
But what?
What in the
Going to the
fuck is
high
this
ice, or
thing?
we were walking around the
That's
high
you.
ice?
That's
That's
your
us. That's our logo.
indicator.
That's okay.
You're here.
For a second, I thought, is that like a crest? I thought that was a face with like long hair.
Yeah, it's a crest.
Okay.
That.
Oh. When did that get made?
We made that like last year, like before we
Oh.
stopped playing for a year.
And the panther thing?
Yeah, that was because we had that Tressum, that cat with wings that we stole from the witch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we were like, you're our cat now. I don't remember what we named it, but also
Lucy.
it represents many of the pets that we've had.
I believe it's at our house.
Oh, is
Yes,
it? That
in
makes
Waterdeep.
sense.
Yeah.
I believe her name was Lucy.
Yeah.
Lucy, that's right. Lucy.
It just kind of doesn't really fit with the whole like aesthetic of the rest of it, you know? But that's
I think
fine.
it does. I like it.
Okay. We'll just agree to disagree.
She's the one who made it, so if
I'm
you
the
want to
one
make a
who
crest,
designed
you
it,
can.
so fuck you. You'll see if you can design something better.
I can't.
Exactly.
But I know what I want after seeing you have done some work.
Fuck you.
Sorry. I just gotta say the magic words.
Trauma.
Yeah, the how to banish a graphic designer is to say that,
Wake up.
and I am going to another plane of existence immediately.
Do we know anything about the Anauroch Desert? Like, is it like some kind of like magical Sahara where instead of just through deforestation and whatever that it expands, or it's like it's mythical reasons or something, or what?
I believe last time you, Brasz and Katla determined that it was kind of a massive magic, very wild magic. It seems to make it unstable, and whenever like magic is performed in it, it doesn't have exactly the best results or the results that you want. So it's pretty
Okay.
erratic.
Because we've traveled through it before.
You have not.
I thought we did.
Nope. No one has traveled through the Anauroch Desert. Not even Brasz and Katla. They went around.
Where did we go then?
You went down here.
Oh,
We
I
took a
thought we
lot
went.
of boats.
You traveled south to Arabelle and then went over the Stormhorns.
I thought we went through the Black Road, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Are you
was-
thinking of where we had met those slavers?
No, the Slavers is all the way on the far right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Slavers was over near like Malar or something, or Ralthol, something like that. It was north of Skuld. Okay. For some reason I thought we'd gone through a desert before.
Well, yeah, that's where we did go through a desert. But that was like when we had like found the elemental and the slavers, and we were just kind of like we kept getting lost in the desert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. Why did it make my mouth? That's cool.
Because somebody's pinging.
Oh, so like it automatically. So if like I ping like we
I
were,
think it's if the DM pings, it moves us, which is super cool, actually.
That's nice. That is
yeah,
nice.
I
Yeah,
can
it didn't do
right-click
jack
and-
shit for that pink bitch.
Which one?
Why are you so aggressive? What is wrong with you?
Okay.
Just keep attacking me.
Honestly, I think it was Shalina that time.
Well, no, I just said it, and I looked down, and I was like, "Oh, it's Khalas."
I also pinged, but
At the same time, there were two pinks on the book.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have to go. Kind of back in character. We have to go
this
this.
pink bitch.
We have to go this way anyway. So, I mean, we could just. Or maybe we talk to somebody who is there. Is there?
Is the like rubble scalable or anything like that, or is it just like
Does
are we gonna
someone
have to go out the north gate to
It's
get this
exponential.
way?
does someone have like stone shape or any kind of way to move stone or shape it?
Dimension door.
Sure.
I
You
am
hit
just
the
muscle.
cannon.
I am muscle and fire, and that is it. And like it makes good friends with common people. That's it. That's all I got.
Or I guess we could ask if there's been someone here who's, over 1,000 or 100 years old. Who's
Over
here,
1,000 years old. We need a lich.
who was here at the time that these rocks were put in. We can find out why exactly they felt the need to close it, because they're not going to keep the desert out. So something must have attacked.
No.
Have there been any elves in this
the-
village that we've seen?
Yeah. There's been like all kinds of people here. The guard you
The
were
picture that you
speaking to
showed.
speaks up and says, "Well, it's not that the desert is we're keeping the desert out. It's the dangerous road is not suitable for people to walk across anymore. It's
mean,
not.
that
just
It's,
sounds-
there's no point
um,
for us to do that.
That just sounds fun. I don't understand why you would. It's like an amusement park. Why would you close that?
Yeah, that's fun.
Not everyone
like we're-
is as brave and endurant as the few.
You don't need to flatter me. I am just fine.
Are there any
Are you sure we can do
some
soldier
more?
towers on the wall?
Any what on the wall?
Soldier towers. They're watchtowers.
Yeah. Along the wall there are turrets and watchtowers.
The image that you had previously, this city is like on a mesa.
It is on a hill that has been carved to cliff faces.
So it's the Fist of the First Men, or that one from the Fellowship of the Rings.
Minas Tirith?
Nope. The one with the Nazgul attack.
Minas Tirith.
Mm,
Or attack where they start.
no,
The hill?
Fellowship of the
No,
Rings.
the other
Oh,
top.
where the prancing pony is?
Past it.
The hill with the statues.
Yes.
I don't remember the name.
I just
you
said
see
it.
Going to
Oh, I didn't
point
hear.
up to
Weathertop.
Okay.
You said it's been
Weathertop is-
carved.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to shut up.
There have been large stones that have been placed. It looks kind of crude in the sense. It looks like it like collapsed, but the structure is still there. And what was the other thing you were asking?
I was gonna say, you said that the sides have been carved. Also, I know that Weathertop isn't a city. It's just an outpost thing. But you said the wall, it's like a plateau that's been carved away to cliff faces. Like you
Yes.
can see that people have carved it, or it's just like naturally carved, quote
It
unquote.
looks like it's been man-made.
Huh.
It was a defensive thing to make it so it's difficult for any kind of enemy to attack the city at more than one point.
Okay. So it pre-exists the rock wall.
Yes.
Brasz is going to ask the soldier, like, hey, those watchtowers, how do we get up there? I bet we can get a beautiful view of the city and the surrounding land from up there. I would just love to see it. How can we go up there?
Oh, nowhere is off limits to the few.
We might actually be able to like scale down the wall too if we wanted to, you know?
She
have the
whispers,
rope.
she's like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Don't tell them.
I mean, it's not like they're going to stop us. They're just
The
not going to
mighty
open the
few
road.
are going to scale down the side. This is quite a scene to behold. Everyone gather
Great, yep.
around.
They're gonna
Watch-
tell everybody.
Watch the feet of the few.
They're hoping.
we die. We just lose grip of the
Brasz
rope,
just-
fall to our deaths.
They'll just make an effigy out of our body.
Dies.
The
They'll just,
mighty
like,
few
they'll-
has joined the Order of the Gauntlet on Mount Olympus or whatever the Mount. I don't remember.
Whatever that place is called.
Whatever that plane of existence is.
They're gonna like taxidermy our
Yeah.
bodies and then make an effigy out of it in remembrance.
So yeah, if you want, this guard can take you to that tower, or a tower on the other side.
I vote, let's go.
Mount Celestia. That's the name of the good plane.
Mount Celestia.
Mount
Yes.
Celestia.
What's the other tower's name?
Mount Crystal Light.
Okay, so this guard leads you up, and you've got a following of people. Like, they attempt to follow into the tower, but the guards there are preventing them from. This place is off limits to them, not to you. So the
As it should
sound
be.
of the people are kind of fade behind you. And make your way up to the very top. It's a bit windier up here as you overlook the road beyond. Unlike the road from Silverymoon to Sundabar, this road looks worn down and a bit hard to track. It looks like it has not been traveled on in a while. So what would you like to do?
How far down would you say that the road is?
From where you are at?
Mhm.
Probably like 200 to 300 feet.
Oh,
Oh, perfect.
we can make it.
I have
We have enough rope.
Fucking
420
launch
feet of
myself.
rope left.
What's wrong?
It's just like 20d6 of bludgeoning damage. You can handle that, right?
Yeah, that's it, right?
Average of like 64 damage.
I have hempen rope.
Ditto. I also have hempen rope.
Is that like
And that is it.
pimping?
No, it's like rope you can smoke.
Hmm.
Mhm.
But
That's how
I
you
bought
blaze trails.
500
Yeah.
feet of rope in Silverymoon, and I
That
used
just seems
60
like
of it. So
You didn't get it back.
from my spell eats it.
Oh, what is your spell?
My
Old person?
my snare spell that I use to catch the rabbit.
Yes. Yeah.
My rope is only 50 feet long.
Cast BDSM.
Do you tell them like you're looking through your bags looking for this rope? Do you like tell them what you're looking for, or do you tell
No,
ask
I'm
each
just
other what rope you're looking for?
I just start looking through my bag for a rope. I'm just pulling out random things like my traps and a crowbar and things like that, looking for this rope.
Do you talk out loud at all? So like,
She's like muttering like,
Like, do you ask Khalas what rope she has, or Delta?
No, she just looks at the drop and she's like, oh, I got something for that. She is going to look up and say, hey, does anybody have a metal hook or something that could really hold weight, like that?
Yeah, we have a bunch of guards up here that we could tie this to the wall, and then they could release it once we're down.
You know what? Never mind. I got it. I think I got it. She's going to take the crowbar and tie the rope around it, and then wrap that around something steady up there, because she wants to get her rope back.
Yeah,
So
we
she's going
can
to ask the guards to throw it down when we're all down.
With the crowbar or just the rope?
With the crowbar, preferably.
Why don't we just tie it to some rock surface, like one of the what is it called?
Crenellation.
Yes, the crenellations.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we could do that.
Or we just find a really big guard and tie it around his waist.
Yeah, hold
Okay.
this. You can hold like 800 pounds, right?
When we don't, we
By the
can go one
bindings
at
of
a time.
Ilmater, I will hold fast.
No, she's gonna look for a place to tie this that looks sturdy enough, like that can hold everybody.
Okay. Roll.
Look for a
survival.
tree. I will assist.
Oof.
Roll again. You have advantage. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. You manage to find one of the crenellations and wrap it around opposite where you want to belay, and you get a really good knot, and the guards around you start to clap like, oh, that looks like a really good knot. the few have
Thank
shown their
you.
skills once more.
All right, I'm gonna tell them. I'm.
Well, no, they
going
should
to
be.
come
Wow,
back
this
then.
person is only an apprentice, and they're already that good. Jeez, how good must they actually? They're really be, you know?
We cannot.
Brad
We will never be
points
accepted
at
into
the
the
rope.
few.
points at the rope and says, we're gonna climb down this, and when I give you the signal, I'm gonna throw fire in the sky. When I give you the signal, I want you to throw the rest of the rope down to us. Can you do that?
Of course, yes.
Perfect. Okay, come on, everybody. She just starts climbing the rope.
Guryev is even more thoroughly impressed. He kind of gives you like a weird, like, I'm not sure if anyone notices, he kind of gives like a weird like head cock and like a inquisitive look when you said that you're going to throw fire, because he's never heard of a goblin who's not afraid of fire before.
This is
Please
praise.
mention that. She's not afraid of fire, but you know, half of her spells are kind of have something to do with some kind of heating. So
Okay.
she's a little wary of it.
As you climb down the rope, give an athletics with advantage.
All of us are just.
Whomever-
this
whomever is
gonna be
climbing down.
terrible. Hold on. Advantage.
What are the odds?
I wonder if that thing where, like, you know how you can
Oh, before we start climbing, I'm going to activate my oh god,
My trap card.
my trap card of
Why
It's like it's a
white dragon.
tenet thing. Aura of adaptability.
If any of you have feather fallen, I suggest you do that.
That only reduces it by half.
So you get most of the way down the rope and then let go.
I don't really have anything that's for dex. I have stuff that gives us advantage on Constitution saving throws and Death saving throws. Should I activate that one? Just in case somebody does fall.
I think that's up to you to decide whether or not you want to do that.
Well, because I can activate it once a day, so I could do advantage on opportunity attacks and intelligence saving throws, advantage on Constitution saving throws and Death saving throws, or can't be frightened, and you get an additional bonus radiant damage.
Did you say that you had 200 some feet of rope?
Who, me?
The person who tied the rope.
Yeah, I have 420 left.
Okay.
That's a lot of rope. And it's just in a bag?
It's in my
bag of holding,
bag
it's
of
fine.
holding.
Okay. It's like a really shitty magic trick where you're just sitting there for 10 minutes pulling out 400 feet of rope.
No, it's all
I would
coiled up.
hope she's
It's like
got it
really heavy.
Tied
But
correctly.
I have to get Katla to throw it over because I can't throw it.
You're Mary Hempins.
We don't have to use rope.
We don't?
We
this
don't
out now?
want to.
I
What
mean, you
else
can
do you
see
have?
this. You can see the
Wait,
point,
how
right?
many
You can
of
just
us are there?
yeah. You gonna
7.
teleport us?
8 plus the dog.
I can dismiss my dog.
Oh yeah, the dog can't climb.
Yeah, I can dismiss my dog. I'll dismiss my dog.
The dog can jump. The landing might be a little rough.
Dog dismissed. I'm sorry. Dog, go. You may go.
Shoo.
The dismiss phrase is "good boy."
Good boy, take a nap.
Be gone, mutt.
It's great.
We would have to go one at a time, but I could cast spider climb on all of us.
Oh right, Brasz has spider climbing. Just she can't cast it on people.
Oh, and then that's one less person I have to cast it on.
She just turns and looks at her and goes, "You tell me this now? All the rope is down there. It's already down the side."
It's already taken out the rope and tied it and everything.
Well, then that's just the security.
It's the cost of doing business.
Katla just heavy sizing us. I'm the one she's gonna make wind it up.
So are you? We have 2 people climbing down the rope. Who else would like to go?
Well, Shalina, are you actually climbing down the rope, or are you gonna use your spider climb?
Yeah, she's just walking down the side. She just put the rope down there for everybody else. So 2 people are on the way down.
So that's 3, so we need 4, right?
Yeah.
So we will have to go one at a time.
The fairy,
So I'll have to
Tremen
go
can
last.
fly, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, very
Yeah.
fly.
So we don't have to worry about Tremen.
Okay, so
Just
3
I'm
then.
off the edge.
Well, and then... oh yeah, I think it was 4, because Lena. Khalas, Delta, Guryev, Lena.
That is our 7, right?
Yeah.
Who is on the rope?
Katla and Brasz.
As is on the wall.
Holding
She's
on
just
to the
walking
rope.
next to Katla, giving her like encouragement.
You're almost there. Halfway to go.
Okay, so there's 4 more. I will.
Set
Those
fire to
from
the rope.
Lena down first, I guess.
Please don't.
Okay. So you're casting this spell 6 times? 5 times?
No, 4?
Just be 4 times.
Because
Okay.
2 are already on their way down, and 1 can fly.
Okay. Casting it
I
4
can
times,
fly.
and you all get down
She
safely.
can fly.
Yes.
Okay. When you get down there, Brasz, you set off your fire.
Yeah. Firebolt. I'll just aim it for like, can I just aim this into the sky, or does it have to be towards something?
Fireball in the sky.
It says it has to be at a creature or object.
Okay, I'll just aim for like a random rock on the wall.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot it off, and after a couple seconds, you see the rope begin to fall next to you, and it makes its way
Start
down
stuffing it
and
back into the bag.
plops in the dirt next to you.
Try to catch it on its way down. Just holding the bag, running around.
You can make a acrobatics.
Well, man.
Oh,
Oops,
hell
I
yeah.
have advantage on still. So I guess it'd be the 7.
You manage to catch a lot of it, but not all of it, and some of it just falls on you.
Gets tangled up in the rope.
All right, and you manage to get down the other side, and you find what's left of the trail. There's the same that happened on the other side of the city. A large path that reaches the city, and then steep incline down into the level area here. And you manage to make your way further on past the city of Sundabar, and you are on your way to the Anauroch Desert. That's where we will end it.
Woo!
Huzzah! We escaped
Blessings.
a weird town that wasn't actually escaping. Very nice.